Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Love, Chuunibyou and Other Delusions Season 2, Episodes 11 and 12. Probably not going to do the 13 OVA today, mostly going to be focusing on finishing off the main storyline. Cool? Cool. Before we get into it, I gotta share something with you because maybe you'll get a kick out of it, but I feel like an idiot. I spent about 20 minutes right before I started this recording, trying to figure out what the heck is going wrong with my pen tablet. If you don't know, I use a pen tablet for most of my note taking and stuff, and I also use it to draw on things when I'm doing my own shit. But it kind of has been on the fritz for the last couple of days, and I couldn't figure out why. Now, it just so happened that it going on the fritz and being uncooperative happened to correspond or, correlate to Windows doing an automatic, update thingamajig. So I, in my brilliant infinite wisdom, assumed that the tablet's lack of functioning had something to do with the simultaneous update to Windows. Maybe a driver got screwed up or something. So I spent 20 minutes unplugging it, replugging it in, switching the USB slot that it's using, uninstalling the driver, reinstalling the driver, enabling Windows Ink, disabling Windows Ink, restarting the computer, doing all sorts of other shit, switching which display is which in the system. And then about 5 minutes ago, I realized, wait a second, this isn't a Wacom tablet. This doesn't have the magic bullshit voodoo magnet bullshit in the pen that makes it operate without a battery. This pen needs to be recharged. So now the pen is on the charger, and everything will be fine in 2 hours when it's charged. But for the meantime, I'm going to take notes with a pen. So anyway, I just wanted to share that little anecdote because I hope you're doing well this morning. I hope all is good in your life. We're gonna watch some Chuunibyou. So, where did we leave off? Oh god, we left off on a place, at a location, in a spot. We're not going to go through the whole of the 2 episodes that we just watched, just the most crucial bit, which I would say is Satone's realization that she's still in love with Yuta, and then sort of self-sacrifice martyrdom thing where she forces Yuta to just talk about how much he loves Rika and why, and just you know, just like that. Yeah. Gotta give props to Satone for facing her problems and trying to get through them. I don't know if that's the most effective way to deal with unrequited feelings, but hey, each to their own. Now Satone is totally over it and everything's gonna be fine. There's no chance that she's actually still harboring any kind of feelings for Yuta. There is zero chance that there will be any kind of difficulty there or continuation of this love triangle. We have obviously, clearly, and completely put this thing to rest, and we should never ever have to see Satone-chan again. Right. Not a chance. Not a chance. Here's how I think this is gonna go. I think we're gonna go talk to Satone, and she's gonna be like, I'm fine. And then we're gonna hard cut to Satone crying in a corner 30 seconds later, I'm not fine. And then we're gonna have to figure out some shit. I don't know what that's gonna consist of. I don't think it consists of a fight with Rika. Maybe she fights herself, or a spirit version of herself or some bullshit to try and deal with her shadow self that has feelings that she doesn't want to really deal with, but I don't know. There are a few bits and bobs and pieces that are kind of threads that I'm kind of waiting to get wrapped up, that I'm waiting to get tied up into everything else and come to fruition. The arcade tokens are one of those. The, reawaken the black flame dragon master dude bro is also kind of one of those, because it's been talked about so much between Satone and Rika. Hey, do you want to reawaken his black flame dragon? Hell yeah, you do. The biggest, blackest flame dragon. I'm sorry. Yeah, so they've been talking about that a lot. I feel like that could be a thing. Maybe we end up, instead of a battle between Rika and Satone, something like which one of them is able to awaken his dragon. I'm sorry, I really am. I'm just 12 today, apparently. So bear with me. I'll try and keep the humor above a 13-year-old level at least. But yeah, we had the realization of love leading into the confrontation, and a bit of a petite mort there, bit of a little death for Satone. Kind of heartbreaking, kind of enjoyable in a weird way, because, geez, build up, build up, build up, build up. This is a weird kind of catharsis to have in a situation like this. Usually the kind of catharsis that we look for when we have this kind of romantic build up is some kind of actual, like, expression of romance, or big dump, big no, big rejection. In this case, it's kind of in the big rejection territory, but it's different and unique, and it's a lot. But it's a weird kind of catharsis, and I kind of appreciate it. What's next? I really don't know at this point. I do expect that Satone's story is not over yet. I don't know how that will play out, but I don't know. And for, like, great expectations overall, I think we're all waiting for a kiss, right? Which brings up the question, and I don't think this really matters for episode 11, but I think it does matter for episode 12, and we'll see where we get to by the end of 11 once we're starting episode 12 and how we feel like we're going to wrap it up. But we've done the bait and switch for a kiss repeatedly. We need to stop bait and switching that, please. Just hit us with it. Come on, please. Just come on, please. Just hit us with it. I swear to Jesus. I swear to Jesus, Buddha, Vishnu, Allah, like everybody, all the homies. I swear to all of them. If we get like a final scene where Rika and Yuta are about to kiss and some bullshit interruption occurs, Satone like falls off the building going, yeah, all the way down, or anything interrupts that shit again, I am out. I am so fucking out. If we can't bring our main core relationship to some kind of fruition at the final end of the second season after bait and switching it for 2 seasons, I'm gonna be mad. But I'm not mad yet. I'm just harboring the potential for rage. It's brewing, but it need not be unleashed. For the show has its chance, and its chance is to do something good here. Just anything. Just anything good. And I will be more okay if we don't, like, fucking bait and switch it, right? If we don't ever pretend like our characters are going to kiss and then not kiss. That would be better. If they just, like, side hug awkwardly, I'm happy. If they fucking come close and then shit happens and we're not allowed to experience that, I cannot be held responsible. Okay, that's all. We've talked too much. Let's watch some show. Cool. I've got episode 11 of Chuunibyou Season 2 up and ready to go. It's sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction. You can find a picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a time-based version on YouTube. If you want to do anything, you can do that. Just get your copy ready, because the PiP timer will make you sync the thing with this thing. Yeah? Alright, okay. We did it. Oh, hi. Yes, that is my name. Yeah. Now we're gonna get the sad cry moment again? Fuck. It's a damn good sad cry. Rip. Yeah. 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 Terrible day for rain. Mm. 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 Aww. Achoo. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cute. Where are we going with this? Instant suspicion. I'm a jerk. Okay. Oh, I need more tea. I think given the way that I'm acting so far this morning, tea is the opposite of what I need, but it doesn't matter. We just keep going. I wish I was in this mood for Gosenso-sama Bombanzai tomorrow. That would be sick. Oh, that would be so good. I hope I can keep it. We'll see. No, all I'm thinking about is Gosenso-sama Bombanzai shit. Buroto bunne. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I like the cutting there. That was fun. Aw, she real sick. Real cute, though. Holy crap. Dude, fuck. I assume it had 9. Wait, is that a Pokemon? That one. Oh. I think that's a fever. Yeah, I think that's a fever. You go to sleep now. Porridge. Delicious. Why not? What's that thing? Oh, is that her, like, metal detector-y thingy? Something like that. Yeah, it's not like you can just take a long rest like D&D and you're just insta-healed. It doesn't work that way. I can't tell you. Will she refuse the Dark Flame Master? She will. Okay. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna say like whatever she's doing, it's for a purpose. It's a stupid purpose, but it'll be a purpose. You cannot, but you can try. Nope. Nope, don't need that at all. Get out of here. Oh, hello, Kit Kat. That was another one, wasn't it? So she's not picking up her thing, and she's just chilling by the riverside doing magical devil girl things? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you really do. Mm-hmm. Girl looking kind of buff. Nibutani looking like she works out. Yeah. Yeah. True. Honestly, very fair. Very fair still. Probably need to do something about it. No, we just pretend to. There's a big distinction. Yeah. Oh, no, don't. No. Don't be a shithead. Oh, hi. Takomori with the slide tackle. She's gonna fall out of that raft. And there it goes. Mm-hmm. Did you know? Needed that Hamon, eh? Please punch a frog. Please, I will... Holy shit. Yeah, that's rough. So you've tamped that memory down real deep. I don't know if that'll work. Hard cut to crying in a corner. No. What? Are you a stupid? You are a stupid, Yuta. Yuta? Okay, Nibutani, please turn around and smack him. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. You're stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Good. Good. Hey, that is the second really notable hand cut. It's interesting. Of course she relates it to sleep. That's so fucking weird, Kumin. I love you. Jeez. Whoa. Hey, Kumin, are you best girl? I think you're best girl. Not exactly sure when that happened, but... Oh, man. Yep, there's our that. What is it, Rika? Oh, it is Mori Summer. Is that the real one or the fake one? That's the real one, right? No. Okay, it's the real one. Yeah. Go. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's pushing her to face herself. That's good. How will she misinterpret this? How is she gonna... Like, I'm just trying to figure out if I were to... What would be the worst way to misinterpret this? Did all that shit get through? Alright, I can stop doing this now. Thank God. Yeah. Aw. Wait, is Deco watching? That would be very fun. Oh my god. I'm so happy. What is she wearing? I'm so happy that she walked in on that. Alright, it's not what it looks like. Is that so? Is that important? Yup. Yup. No. Oh, hi. Wait. Did she interpret it as fight Yuta? Okay, so she totally missed the there's another you that you must fight. Okay. No, you do it. Just go for it, buddy. Let this happen. Ah, shit. Please help. What does that have? What is the why does that matter? Nope. From his old notebook? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I do dig this track though. So the whole time she's been trying to reawaken him because that's what she determined that she would do. Huh. And she's hurting herself to do so. She's in the wrong location. She's in the wrong location, isn't she? Oh my god, she's been out here every night digging up holes. Holy shit. Leaving. Yeah. Leaving rupees places. That's how those got there. Wait, wasn't there the note that he... Okay. 14th from what? Oh, shit. That's amazing. Yeah, you better go. Doesn't matter where it is. Matters where she is, but okay. Of course. Oh. His cast? And of course, that's her. Yeah, it is, though. Oh. It was destiny. And that's number 3 on the hands. Who directed this? I'm really curious. This isn't Yamada, but it's like it. Hey. Oh, he hid it in there? Ew. Ew. And here we are in the same location. 1, 2, 3. Water and column. So they were actually a map to something hidden. What is that? A little box of goodies? Uh-huh. Okay. All right, we went all in for that one. I love it. 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 That's fucking, oh my god. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom. The Dark Flame Dragon. Oh shit, the outfit. Yes, that's me. The him that was? I mean, all right. Okay, cool. Yep. That's squash. Wait. You can't just do what? Is it CG? It is, right? It must be. Yeah, it is. Okay. Whoa. So what are these roots? We can't. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And moved on. Okay, it's finally over. Never change. Right. Okay. Hmm. Sure. Yeah, we'll just leave that be. Don't bring that shit up again. All right. Nothing. Okay. Okay, why is there another episode? This is the finale, right? This is the end, right? That's it. That's it. What else is there? Why is there more? This was everything. This is fine. It leaves everything open. It's perfect. It's perfect. Why is there another episode? I'm so scared now. They have it. They have it. Right now. If it just ends here, if I just don't watch anymore, I'm happy. Oh no. I should pull up the ANN for this one. Because I want to know who directed it. Okay, first off, I will say that I really like this episode. I think this is, I'll say it again, I think this is a perfectly solid finale, if we wanted it to be. I'm honestly more worried than anything else by the fact that there's another episode. Because I mean, I talked about loose threads that I wanted wrapped up and folded into the story in some way. The little arcade tokens, the bringing back of the Black Flame Dragon, some kind of battle for Shichimiya to save herself and whatnot. We got all that shit. It's all there. We sort of reawakened the Black Flame Dragon thing. Yuta and Rika reaffirmed their contract to one another by saying we are each other's eternal contractors, which is a word that I'm going to look into just to figure out what other definitions that might have, because contractor doesn't quite seem right. Like, we'll see. I mean, it means the one with whom I have a contract, right? But in English, we use contractor to be like somebody who I hired to do something, which doesn't quite work there. So we'll try and figure that out. I'll figure that out right now. Why not? Where's the point where we do that? Where she says the something? Yeah, there we go. Okay. What do they do in the dub? Also, sorry.
So Yuta, are you bound to me as well?
Well, all right. I fucking hate her dub voice. Can we just say? Holy shit.
So Yuta, are you bound to me as well?
No, never. Not you.
Bound by the absolute contract.
Oh no, no. Oh god. Oh no.
Bound by the absolute contract.
Oh no. Oh no. Why is he cacoing? Absolute. No, that's not part of your accent. Get that shit out of here. Or lean into it like I'm doing and go fucking hard.
Bound by the absolute
You hear that? So
contract. Bound by the absolute contract.
You hear that, right?
Bound by the absolute contract.
There's a s and then a lute. Salute. That's not how you say that word if you don't have an accent. Absolute. It's absolute, not absolute. Okay, so are we bound together? Are we? Do we have a You can tell that they had difficulty translating it because there isn't a good word for it, which I guess makes sense. Because we don't like there isn't a word that encompasses you and I are two individuals who are bound by a contract. Like contract. I can see why they used contractor. Okay. Sorry for the aside into Dubland. That was weird. Okay. I like this episode. We got a lot of the thread wrappy thingies that I think I wanted. Nibutani knowing what's going on and Yuta just not is a big mood. And I'm a huge fan of Nibutani doing the actual slide tackle thing for no reason. This is a pretty neat moment for her as a character, and one that I'm really a big fan of, because she has been on the receiving end of this slide tackle for 2 seasons straight, and now finally when she's trying to get a point across and doesn't exactly have the words to do it, she almost reverts to the only thing that has been able to communicate with her in weird ways via Dekamori, and uses that to communicate with him, and kind of does it, which is pretty cool. Okay, next thing that I'm intrigued by. Is it immediately before she does the turnaround? I think so. No? Where is it? I might have to go back a ways and then fast forward. All I want to find is there are 3 of them, at least 3 very distinct cuts that very distinctly focus on characters' hands. Lol, not at all. Bye. This is fun to watch at increased speed. Okay, you know what? That one works as well. This one is not Nibutani doing it. This one is Yuta on the floor in a moment of uncertainty, right? Then what am I supposed to do? And he clenches his fist like that. There's a fist clench from Nibutani, and then there's, I think there was one from Rika. I don't quite remember. There was something. It was later on. I'm intrigued by these. These are like calling card-esque. I liken them to Naoki Yamada's use of feet and legs. That's what Yamada shoots when she wants to express subtlety via characters and like character animation. This is somebody else's calling card. It's a similar type of thing, just hands. Why? I don't know, but I'm curious about who it is. So I've gone and pulled up the ANN for Chuunibyou, and it appears that the storyboarder and episode director for this episode was Haruka Fujita, which is a familiar-sounding name, but I don't remember what else she's been on. Storyboard and episode direction on Amagi Brilliant Park, Beyond the Boundary, Free, all that jazz expected. Key animation on the OP and ED of Hyoka, that's cool. Second key on the K-On movie, but not on K-On as a whole. In between and key on Nichijou. Storyboard and... Oh, she directed episode 8 of Hibike Euphonium 1. Oh, that explains actually everything. It doesn't. It doesn't explain this particular thing, but... Oh, she's the series director for Violet Evergarden. You know, the show that distinctly and critically focuses on its characters' hands or lack of hands as a major emotional touchstone. Oh, that works. Okay, I can work with that as a connection in my brain. Violet Evergarden lady also directed this episode of Chuunibyou. This makes sense. This makes sense to me. Okay, cool. I can work with that. Okay, I think these are neat. I like little character-y calling cards like this. Means of expressing things that become part of the visual lingo of a particular director or particular creator are cool. And I mean, it's one of the more recognizable things in existence. You know, you see, when you see a frame go painterly and kind of watercolory and freeze frame, you go, that's a Dazaki frame. When somebody rears back for a punch and comes up real close with their eye close to the thing, it's like, oh, that's an Umakoshi eye. And when you see a couple of cute schoolgirl characters hanging out and we cut to their lower legs and they're like crossing their feet or something, or stepping back and stepping forward, or whatever, there's some body language going on, you go, oh, that's a Yamada shot. That's Naoki Yamada doing this. So now we can say, this is kind of a Fujita thing, and we can maybe keep an eye out for that in the future. And if we see hand focus, maybe we'll go, I wonder if Fujita, and we'll pick up on that. Ball toy! That's what it looks like. Sorry, that was out of nowhere. Right? Ball toy is a Pokemon? Yeah! Totally. Yeah, I think that thing looks like this thing. Check it out. This thing. Yeah, right? That stuffed animal behind her, or whatever it is, kind of looks like a ball toy. Okay, cool. Full Moon Ragnarok. Okay, we enter in. Rika being sick is very cute. Some cool stuff with this. All of the setup for what she is doing during the evenings, going despite her weakness, and refusing to tell him. So obviously it's something important that will be revealed to us eventually, and it is. Cool. Fun times with everybody. All the characters are around. Also, Chimera's looking really fat. Look at that fat cat. Gotta stop feeding that thing. Seriously. All right, we get to the bridge. I will re-express that I think Nibutani looks like she's been working out. She looks like she's been hitting the gym, and it is a good look on her, 100%. We have ourselves a bit of a conversation where she is like, dude, she's still in love with you. Are you fucking stupid? You need to deal with this. Although there are some fair counterpoints, like, you know more about love than me, and then they're like, well, I mean, well, we pretend to, but no, not really. But what they do know is that this is not okay right now, and something needs to change, and thus the sliding tackle is, oh, I just saw the fist. There it is. Ah, that's a clenchy fist. Overly clenchy, actually. Look at this part of her wrist. Like I've got a little red spot there because I was just resting my hand on the table, but I've got like veininess and stuff, right? But shit, when I clench my hand, it doesn't look as bulked out as that. So I got little chicken wrists. Terrible genetics. That's fine. Okay, yeah. And then immediate transition into she's here, and she's very happy. Oh boy. This whole sequence is fun. The magical and Hamon energies, yeah, I gotta imagine that there's a little bit of a nod at the JoJo's thing. Also, this pose. It's pretty close. It's not quite, though, because the hand is vertical in that. To really make it the JoJo pose. Yeah, maybe not. All right, okay. She's just posing. She's just looking fine. All right, so she goes on about some stuff. Nibutani is watching carefully. We get a couple of cuts to her just, like, looking like that. Just like, really? Yeah, what happened last time will be lost in oblivion for all eternity. This is a very fancy way of saying, I have succeeded at repression. Because that's basically what's happening here. Nothing's fixed. She's just still trying to do the same thing that she was doing before. And we kind of touch on that by using this same shot. I think we got it from the other side, but it's the same, like, the same framing of her face when she has this smile and is like, but we're hiding her eyes, and obviously not. But she's more chipper about it, right? She's really selling it. Totally. Everything's fine. That's exactly how I want it. I'm not unhappy at all. I'm going to go murder something. Oh, suddenly an angel. Guess I gotta go. All right then. Bye. And then she like away. It's more bleedly if I increase the speed quite a bit though. Let's just. Fuck. Never mind. That's just gonna break VLC. It's not worth it. Okay, but. Everything comes around. Nibutani pokes his eyes out because she realizes that obviously she is not okay. And then Kumin hits us with some deep Kumin-ness. I mean, I cannot complain about some deep thoughts from Kumin. And she, of course, relates it to napping, but it's like a dream. She'll wake up. You don't want to shake her out of it. Let her do it on her own. Okay. We can try. And then Kumin hits us with the actually she loves everyone, and more than anything she loves Chuunibyou. She just has a weird love-hate relationship with it, and I'm jealous of all of you for being able to feel all of that. That's super cool. This is the sweetest little conversation from Kumin. Hearing Kumin say, I wish I could have it too, is just like, aww. But you can, Kumin. You're weird. It's okay. You can be strange. Aww. Aw, I like it. I like it a lot. All right, and then there's we get our turn to Shichimiya and reveal that she is not okay at all. And then Mori Summer. It's too tight though. This is quite a shot. This is about as fan servicey as this show gets, honestly, and it has nothing to do with the amount of skin showing. It's all about implication. It's all about the mental game, and this is a strong mental game. Yeah, all right, okay, approved. Okay, so she gives her the layout of things, which is that you need to know yourself, you need to look outside of oneself, and you need to fight any false imposters or others that you need to deal with. There is another you must fight, and the general sense of it is that there is another you that you must fight, but it's not in the text of what she said, and so it's left open to misinterpretation. And hey, you know what? It works. It doesn't really matter. I do think that this little moment where she just, like, gung-hoedly gloms onto her, does the little nose touch thing, and ends up, like, standing on her shoe. Oh, I guess she's not. She's standing behind her shoe, but the way she's putting her, like, leaning her weight onto her by leaning backward like that is kind of... It's just very cute. And it's also a perfect setup for our not ship of Nibutani and Dekomori to be a thing here, because Dekomori walks up and gets mad about this, and we can be like, yeah, you jelly, we know, which is wonderful. All right, Blue Moon, things to do, talkity talk, please fight me. I don't want to fight you, but I have to fight you. There are some cool cuts in here. Just like fun little things like the smear across this. And I think there are a couple of moments where we like move. Yeah, that, but it's not as cool as I thought it was. But that reminds me of the opening cuts, which are here somewhere. Whenever we have Shichimiya, okay, it's right after the OP then. We have Shichimiya just, like, posing. Yeah. And then in between these, we cut. Right? So clearly, like, time is passing. The sun is in a different place in the sky. And it's funky because we're cutting between, but she's doing motions continuously. Sort of. And the camera moves each time. So it's like she's going and setting, like, checking her work. And checking where she was in the performance on the camera. And then going back and doing more, and then going back and checking it, and, like, messing with it. It's interesting. I haven't seen stuff like that from KyoAni in a while, and I'm sad about that. I'm generally sad about that. Because one of the coolest things that I think KyoAni has ever done was the first episode of Haruhi Suzumiya, which is the entire episode that's essentially a film that they made that's really shit. And it's amazing. It's amazingly, expertly, masterfully shit. And this is kind of in the same vein, where only an inexperienced camera person would end up with footage like that, which implies that it's Shichimiya doing it herself, which is just cool and fun. Okay. But we're heading into the serious territory of the episode, so I need to stop jumping around. Alright, move it. And we start finding some stuff. Ultimate Contractor, all of this jazz, and we get the full voiceover of the thing. Is this where the track starts, or is that only once we start going? I think it's only once we start running. Yeah, and so it's his voiceover, and then we've got Rika, like, labored breathing because she's having a hard time and struggling to do this. That makes sense. Where does the track start? Because it's the weirdest piece of soundtrack that we have had so far in Chuunibyou. Okay, it's this one. Where does it start? I don't like that. I don't like that very much. Just that portion. I like the song a lot. Doesn't really fit here. Like the opening beat of this song is a big boom, right? It doesn't really fit with this. With that you wanted it revived. Boom! Huh? Like it's meant to be the big moment of realization for him, but it's too much for that moment. If instead we didn't have the boom there, right? And we just start the build up. And then we hit that, like the second strum instead, with no boom at the beginning, it wouldn't be as like, what the fuck? Because that's a little jarring. Just think about it, if it didn't have the boom.
幾世相の過去より未来永劫不変である絶対の契約者時を超え次元を超え平行世
I
界
think that works. Just the intro to it is a little weird, but the song build up and just the tension and feeling of like we're getting rolling, we're getting going, we gotta go as we find things out is really good and really impactful and very finale-ish. This is building to a climax, you know? This is building to the end game. So why is there another episode? Right? I don't know.
そなたに託す
I do like certain elements, like the focus on her face as we're running. There's this expressiveness to it. She goes from one expression where she's got her eyes straight forward, and then she looks slightly up and to the left there. And just that subtle change is something. It makes it seem like she's thinking.
その姿をこの世
And he's just pushing. This is a pretty great reveal. That Rika has been going out and digging these holes over and over and over and over and over, just trying desperately to find this thing because she feels like, well, like it's destiny and like it's required and like she's doing something wrong by not doing it, right? And like she's not fulfilling her part of their contract by not having one of these keys. And of course, the added layers of jealousy and weirdness and confusion around Shichimiya and the fact that this other person from his past does have those keys or did. That's a lot. And all of that combined with the buildup of the music is really, really lovely. It really is. Now, one thing that I would have appreciated, if they knew that this was the beat going in, that this was the story beat that we were heading for, there should have been more focus on power lines and power towers in the past. There may have been some, but the fact of the matter is that it's not ingrained in my memory as a visual motif of the show, and I think that's a damn shame, because if you're going to have a visual thing that's as stark and interesting and odd as an electrical tower, you should use it. You should utilize that a lot. It should intrude on every background that you possibly can. Now, there's a dangerous game to be played there because once you use too many power lines, you start feeling like Lane, and that gives the wrong kind of vibe. But still, I think that if you're going to use a motif like that, you should use it and lean into it. For a perfect example, Review Starlight. Massive, immense motif of the show is Tokyo Tower. It is everywhere, all the time, every episode, everywhere. Maybe that's a little bit much, but still, having something like that in the background that is like, oh, that's why that matters, that could be really cool. And the 14th power pylon. And somehow he remembers where it is, but we don't really figure out where it is. I do like this moment. Slow and build, and then go. Yeah. I like that quite a bit. And then as they're running once again, I think there's another shot of Shichimiya doing a think. No, maybe not. We focus on Yuta for this. No, there is. This is where she cries and then smiles. She cries, looks down and away, looks up again a little bit, turns back to him, and then a slight smile. And the tears begin to fade a little. And we hit our location. That's pretty neat. So she's found it, which is cool. It's weird. Okay. And it's also very important because this is the thing that led to him, like, letting go of the Chuunibyou-ness, right? It's a part of it. Huh. It's also damage from the past, right? She does such a good job. Okay, her Japanese voice actress does such a good job of just being super, like, wholesomely... naive isn't really the word, but, I don't know. Immature and straightforward and earnest. You said that your eternal contractor would revive it. I'm your eternal contractor, right? I'm just doing what you told me to. And then we go for the hella hug, and we get another little hand moment. Boom. Find it and prove that you don't have to prove anything. I also want to say that I really appreciate the instant, I think it's a 2-frame fade to white from background as they make contact. This is cool. We need to see more things like this more frequently. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's 4 frames, but it's technically 2 moving frames, so it's a 2-frame wipe, whatever. Okay, yeah. Straight wipe to white is really neat. functions kind of like an impact frame to alter everything, but it also, of course, it removes them from their environment, and suddenly they are all that matters in the scene, which is pretty perfect. It becomes nonsensical, right? That thing hitting the loose, loamy soil after the rain would not make that clatter, right? We're now in an ethereal space where there's reverb. It doesn't matter. We're somewhere else. And that's cool. Yeah, you didn't need to prove anything. I love you. The sort of desperate grabbing hands here. And I don't mean that in a creepy way. I mean, like, if you've been in a relationship and you haven't seen each other for a while and you embrace each other, you might get some hands going like this, just like trying to get all of the person to you, you know? That's some real shit. And there's a lot of effort put into making it feel that way and making us feel Yuta's need to embrace Rika in this moment, which is cool. And the breakdown, the conversation, woof. Are you my contractor? Hell yeah, we together. So we go for it, go get the thing. It's got a thing engraved in it. All right. There's a rock. It's got a lot more complicated than it needed to be, but that's the point. It's Chuuni shit, so of course it is. And then we awaken stuff and things change. And by change, I mean the entire animation budget for a full episode is in this next, like, 40-second segment. Holy shit. Alright, so we start off with the effects animation. It is immediately cool as hell. We're probably gonna frame by frame the next 30 seconds, so bear with me. Ooh, yeah. And there's the stone, and it melds and morphs into that effect. It becomes her key. Not a blade, but a key. I see. And she uses that to rend and unlock reality, breaking through the ground. Hello, eye. Boom. And this one is reuse, mostly. I mean, it's redrawn, of course, because the key is there, but reuse. The idea to have all of these gems that she's put everywhere just, like, explode into a beautiful light show, that's awesome. That's really cool, and the effects animation for it is neat as hell. The big glowing tower, it turns into a gigantic, like, magic circle thing, which is very neat. Gigantor explosion / fountain of power? I don't know. Super beam of boom. Pow. And then there's this, like, clickety-clickety-clickety-click as each of these lights flickers on. Like a bunch of light switches, which is super neat. And then this darkness appears, and it's like a flickering static at first, until it warps and morphs itself, becoming like a line cutting across the moon, until it's revealed that it's more than that. It's an endless rope of roots? Something like that. Ties? Something like that. And a last-minute appeal. Please allow me to fight. It must be my true enemy. The thing that you desired, searched for, and gave up on. That was the thing that I'm locked to? I don't really know. I'm not sure how this part works. But okay, she gets to fight it. The identity of his that is his chuuniness that he gave up, right? And then I believe it is this particular shot, if VLC decides to not be broken, which it's not going to do. Cool. 1940, I believe it is near this shot. Yeah, we get the super impactful walk from him. His shoes have changed, of course. Oh, geez, it's the English. Why does it default to the English? I don't want that. I don't want that at all. That's cool. So the thing that this does, it makes Chuuni shit look unironically cool. Just in this last moment. It really does. I like it. Okay, I believe that there's a really cool squash and stretch and thing going on right here somewhere. Right there. There it is. Yeah, okay. That is doubly cool. There are two cool things here, at least. Let me see. It's the next frame. That one. Nope, it's not. It's next. There's some stretch. There it is. Okay. So now she's starting to smear. She's getting a little bit elongated as she's bending down and hyper dabbing because, of course, she is. Okay. And then she launches forward. So she gets this, like, this compress into launch. Looks very... Oh. Who does this? Who does this all the time? There's a mangaka who does this all the time. They do their characters taking off directly vertical from directly above. And there's always that kind of stretchiness to it. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's cool. And then straight into the full frame facial shot. I can't think of what it is. Oh well. It's cool though. And then a bunch of cool cuts of her flying around and stuff. There's actually, holy shit, look at the way that she like stretch spirals. Right in. She, like her entire being is whooped a little bit. Just like a little whoop. That's neat. Whoop. Whoop. That's a cool monster idea thing. And just the effects animation over top of it is stellar. It does look really good. It's at this point that I realize that it's 100% CG. And that's fine. There's no problem with that. It creates this bombast. It creates this giant monster for Shichimi to fight, which is cool. It works. Lots of big explosions and shit. This particular shot is actually really gunbuster. Just this one. Just this one. Not any of the others. Just this one. I think, I don't know if GK is watching this show, but GK, if you're watching this, doesn't this remind you of some of the space monster battles in Gunbuster? It kind of reminds me of that. Same kind of explosion, same kind of gigantic pointed thing going by. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool looking. And it's big, you know? It's big. So a moment for her to fall and be reborn. And end. So I think this is perfect. I think this is where the show should end. Because we then cut back to normalcy, and it's like, oh, they've effectively mostly resolved their thing. We're not bait and switching in any way. We're not leaning in any direction. We can come to our own conclusions about Shichimiya. She has finally made a step of progress toward actually, like, resolving her feelings and like defeating that, as opposed to just tamping it down and repressing it more. This feels like it's good. It feels like we're solid here. What the hell do we do for a finale episode? Well, let me tell you, let me reiterate a conversation or a discussion that I just had about Natsume Yuujinchou Season 1, because it's essentially an identical situation. We got to the penultimate episode of Season 1 of Natsume Yuujinchou, and we watched the episode, and I went, that was a perfect finale. There is no reason to have another one here. There's no reason for another episode. So what are they going to do for another episode? Well, I'm going to expect a festival. I'm going to expect a happy, fun time for all our characters to be together, and very little, if any, actual plot-relevant conflict. Which makes me believe that episode 11 should be the fucking finale, because... make the fan service the episode the OVA. Come on. But we'll see. I could be totally wrong. We could have shitloads of stuff to resolve. Hell, our characters could end up making out. We don't know. Well, we do. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be swapping spit. But we'll find out. Okay. So I think this is a perfect place to end. We have the final battle thing. We can assume what we want to about how it went. But what we do see is that things are fucking good. And Rika's getting back on the horse in terms of schoolwork and stuff. And Yuta's still doing the thing. And their dynamic is essentially unchanged. But the underlying tensions within it are resolved. There's no longer a threat feeling from Shichimiya. She just chillin' and seems to be genuinely just chillin'. Except for this. Why did we bring up the law of linkage and have this moment where she's like, oh shit, he brought up the thing? I don't like that. It reminds me too much of the, oh god, my heart now, I have feelings moment. Meh. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Shichimiya. So we got one more. As I said, I expect a happy, goofy, fun time for all of our characters to do all their character things. Get some moments for Dekamori and Nubutani to be mad at each other, get some Sleepy Kumi moments, get some Makoto moments, because we haven't seen him in a few episodes. Actually, we haven't seen him since we saw him randomly at the pool being super dark tanned. So, yeah, maybe some Makoto moments. What else? I don't think we'll bring back Fake Mori Summer. That would be too weird. A moment for Chichimiya to be around, for sure, and maybe be a part of their crew. Something with Toka, possibly? Maybe like, Toka invites Kuzuha to Italy again, and that's neat. Okay. I think that's all I got. I like this episode. I like this episode a lot. It resolves a lot of the conflicts in Chuunibyou really effectively. I think it serves as a solid stopping point for our primary characters' arcs. It's good. The insert song that they use in the second half, despite the first bum of it being a little bit off, is really excellent for a tone setting thing and feels incredibly distinct from every single other piece of OST in the show so far, which I think is really neat and not something that I see very often unless it's like a vocal insert song. I don't normally see like instrumental pieces being used as a single really distinct emotional insert piece, you know? Usually it's like a vocal insert song, maybe sung by a character that fits that moment, and that can work. But this was a really cool one, and I like its use in this moment here. And then the final battle was chock full of some cool character animation and cool moments. Big ol' CGI root monster thing that I don't know what to think about. And it seems like we've essentially resolved all our conflicts and everything is as it should be, which really makes me wonder why we have another episode. But I will withhold judgment because it's quite possible that this next episode will be absolutely wonderful and I will have absolutely nothing bad to say about it. Maybe. Unless we bait and switch a kiss. And then I might be getting mad. But okay. I'm going to take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, and be back in a second to watch the finale of Love Chuunibyou and Other Delusion Season 2. I'll see you in just a minute. Peace. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's rock and roll for episode 12, aka the finale of Chuunibyou Season 2. Beep beep timer. Redo. Beep beep timer. Titan sizing plan? Just overfeeding the cat? Think maybe the cat. I thought Kerberos was a boy. They just called her a girl? Hmm. Ooh. School. Hi, Kumin. Niutani, Takamori, Makoto. Also that. The higher engage in the twilight. Oh, alright. Kumin. Really? No. Yeah. Trying it on a new face. Truly. Oh. He got darker. Holy shit, that is the first not super attractive character that I can think of seeing. Okay. Oh, hi. Hit us with the advice. No, you would like that. No. Oh, she's back to normal, yeah. Ooh, let's not talk about statistics. Yeah, let's not go there. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about the statistics. This episode is lower budget. Just, you see how long we held that one shot? I don't think so, dude. I think she's probably just nervous. And shy and awkward. Oh! That's cool. Now you should be watching out. Mm-hmm. Bright red she goes. Totally. Yeah. Well. Okay. Demo. Oh, that's where the title comes from. Like a kissing contract? Mm-hmm. Are they gonna think marriage? Hey, there's that moment we were looking for. A moment for Dekamori and Nibutani to hate each other. I believe that. Oh my. Eh? Yeah. Let's be real here. Oh, soyone. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Close. Mm-hmm. Girl talk. Fairies Lake? Is it an onsen? Are we fan service own sending? Totally. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, she can try. You love her. It's a jacuzzi. Why are there tangerines sitting in that? That's what those were, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't stay under there. You dum-dum. Classic. She hates milk. Yeah. But it didn't. Yeah. Is he wrong? That is the best. Oh my god. Just trying to cling to the bottom of the blanket. That's a great gag. What's unfitting about the current contract then? Okay. Prevent me from running. She will hold you to that. Hmm? Hmm. Hmm? Kumi's the only one for me. Right. So who's this Chihiro? But you gave it to Chihiro instead? Oh. I see. I see. Now I understand. Yep. Holy shit. Holy shit. Did not expect that. Men and men. Oh, jeez. That was deflower. That's the joke. I'm not okay with that, really. I don't know if that's okay to be used as a punchline there. But okay. And boom. Mission success. Doesn't she always? I am sorry. Dunk. Deal. Deal with it. No running. Oh my god, just pushing her forward on the heelys. Jumping into the water. Get the hell down from there. There is no escape. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There are many. Beat me. Yeah, what was it all for if you do? Let's go, Rika. All right. Immediately runs away. Triple jump. Boop. She didn't freak out. Wow. Didn't freak out at all. Okay. Oh shit, go! Places, people, places! Hey, that was a cut. That little fadeaway wink was a thing. Ooh. Ooh. I don't love you, Shichimiya, but that had me feeling some kind of way. Yep, I love you. Either one is fine. That one too. Yep. Please explain yourself. I don't know what the fuck you mean. Well, I am stupid. This is true. Does he get what she's putting down right now? It's unclear. I think he does. I don't want it. I do want it. I don't want it. Hi. Hello. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare, show. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Don't you fucking dare, show. Don't you dare. If there's a cell phone going off. Oh my god. No, this is fun. This is good. This is playful. But if a cell phone goes off, I'm gonna die. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, the music is starting, so maybe. Please. Please. Okay. Okay. Hell of a shot. Hell of a build-up. Please. And this is where you kiss her. Shake, 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 shake. No, but that's where you kiss her. That's the point. True. You're good with that too? Yeah. Aw, alright, that's pretty fucking wholesome. I still want it. But that's pretty fucking wholesome. Couldn't want anything more. Hmm. Hmm. Well, you don't know that yet, but okay. The musical swell. Alright. I can dig it. True. True. Alright. 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 I'm not mad. I am not mad. Yet. We still got plenty of time to fuck me over, though. Jesus, no. Oh, God, no. We're gonna do kiss on the cheek into it? Oh, please. Oh, please, God. Oh, please, God. Fuck! Why, though? But why, though? Oh. were so close. It's not even that we did that bait and switch. It's the awareness of it. I really don't like that. It actually feels like betrayal. It's weird. Who's responsible for this episode? Okay, well, I think it's safe to say that my take is probably pretty predictable here. I had pretty much one thing that I said repeatedly going in, that if we did that, I would be really pissed. And we did that in the last minute. Like literally right under the wire, man. Right under the wire. Last minute. We come to this moment where we express that it is fine for us to not be changing at somebody else's rate and for us to continue changing at our own rate. And then we kiss each other on the cheek, and that's fine. Right there, up until that point, is perfectly all right. Even the playful moments where they come close to it and then kind of freak out about it, where she's like pushing herself to change too fast is what we're supposed to take from it, and when they actually try, it turns into rejection and like fun fighting and stuff. Those are fun. Those are fun, right? They're struggling. Okay, cool, great. This is all good. It's the same for me. Just being with you, happiest thing in the world, makes me super happy. I feel all of these things. It's all part of my happiness. It makes me happier than any of those other things that people think that we should do. We all good. Everything's great. I'll only ever have eyes for you. I love you. I care about you. We're good. Everything is great. Everything is wonderful. It's fine if we just hold hands. It's fine if we kiss. It's fine if we kiss on the cheek. And then we do. And then we kiss on the cheek. Gorgeous cuts for how far away they are. Whoop. And then we kiss back on that cheek. And this could have been a thing on its own. Instead, we go for it. Both our characters. This is so fucked. Both our characters who've been working toward this for 2 seasons come to the point where they are both clearly ready for it, right? Like, that's what we see here. That is what is conveyed to us. Rika finally willingly gives that to Yuta, and Yuta sees it, is taken aback by how amazing that is in this moment, and smiles and leans in because he fucking loves her. And we build to it, and we build to it, and then the phone rings. Why? Why again? Why again, Chuunibyou? Fuck you. Fuck you, show. But this isn't really even the part that I have a bigger problem with. This is enough to really piss me off, though. It's absolutely enough to really piss me off and to color my entire perception of the entire episode so far. So, fair warning, sorry. I did think the episode was pretty damn good up until this point. Everything that I say after this is going to be colored by this. Sorry. Because I really fucking hate this. But this isn't even the worst of it. The thing after is the worst of it. So, great. Chimera's got kittens. She was fat because she's having babies. Awesome. Great. Good thread, I guess. The problem is right here. So at this point, Nibutani and the rest of the cast take the position as surrogate audience members. They're us saying this to the cast, saying this to the main duo. And this is very, very, very annoying. 1, it's just annoying. 2, it shows an awareness of precisely what the staff is doing, and that they're completely aware that they're blueballing us. They're completely aware. And it's essentially a fuck you, we don't care. Is how I see it. I don't know how else you would take that. Been trying to help you forever. Would it kill you to let us see it for once? No, but do it, blah, blah, blah. And we just sort of let it slide and turn it in. We just laugh it off. I'm not okay with laughing that off. I think that's actually kind of fucked. I genuinely feel like the staff of Chuunibyou are laughing at me from behind the screen going, haha, fuck you. And I am not even that invested in Chuunibyou comparatively. But like, okay, equivalence. What if near the end of K-On! They get prepped for a musical piece and we just skip it? We just don't show the performance, even though we've been building up to it for like 2 years of these girls' school year and their lives and watching them improve over time. But no, we know that they had the performance, right? So we'll get them to gear up for it, and they'll get all their shit ready, and they'll carry all their stuff to the auditorium, and they'll get all the setup done, and they'll start going up on stage, and then we'll just like curtain close. Or we'll just skip to after when they're eating snacks. They'll be like, wow, that was a great performance. Yeah, that was so great. Woo! And then just to add insult to injury, they make a joke that's like, oh gosh, I hope that we can buy the special edition DVDs that they recorded of the recording of our performance. It's like if Sweet JP and Cherry Boy Hunter don't kiss. Like what? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, I can't continue dwelling on this for too long. I think I've been pretty clear about what I think about this. I think this is an extremely annoying thing for the show to do. I think that the people making it are completely aware of what they're doing. I don't know why they think it's a good idea. That is a big mystery for me. I don't know why anybody thinks this is a good idea, unless you're attempting serialization and just trying to keep in the will they won't they, which doesn't seem to be the case. So I really have no clue. This whole episode kind of doesn't know what it is, which makes perfect sense because the story's over in episode 11 essentially. So this is kind of just tacked on. And when I say it doesn't know what it is, I mean that while it's functionally the same effect as the kind of a festival episode that I talked about, where we bring back all of our characters and have them do things, there isn't really an excuse like that, like a festival or Christmas or New Year's or something, or Oban or anything. There isn't an excuse, so it's just a jumble of random scenes that don't really connect to each other. It's tied together thematically okay, which is fine and works, but it's just like, welcome, another year. We get jokes with Nibutani. We get jokes about Makoto. He's all dark. Har har. This is fun. I don't have gripes against this really, but it's nothing. It's fluff. It's worthless to me. Same with this character's appearance and her goading of our characters. It's worthless to me. It does nothing. It's fluff. All right, them pushing. And then Rika gets real awkward about it once she approaches and tells her she wants to whisper sweet nothings. This is pretty fun, seeing them entangled. Neato. Talking back and forth. Neato. And a solid gag as we dive in here for hire contract and immediately think boom boom. Because they immediately think the boom boom. You perverts, you too. Ha ha ha. Okay, Chimera set up twice. We go to this place. We go to an onsen because we need a place to go. Don't get too servicey with it. We do pull something that we've avoided doing throughout the entirety of the show. Actually, have characters in Chuunibyou up until this point ever commented on each other's bust size? I don't think they have. They may have at one point during one of the swimsuit episodes. They may have, and I might have just like scrubbed it from my memory because I prefer not to remember such things because it's such a cliche. But we do it here. Yeah, we get the moment where they're like, "Whoa, she's actually dynamite," and then the other one, "Oh, she's flat." I do think that the gags here in this sequence are fantastic. We already talked once about this one, which is just a jump into insanity with a fun cut to it and just fun editing that's pretty well done and well put together. And then we double back down on it a little bit later as she does the scream again, which is cool. Okay. Now we move into the first genuinely problematic scene, and yes, I am using that in the SJW politically correct way, if you want to think of it that way. This is not okay, actually. I don't think this is fun, or funny. Give me a second. I'm pretty sure there's a TV tropes article for this. Like in the realm of like mistaken for gay, but there's something else. There's a particular joke trope that is the joke is the lover's a guy, or the joke is gay. I have a problem with that, just in general. I want to go find that TV tropes page, see if it gives me a little bit more grounding and foundation before I dive into some kind of criticism of a thing that's tough territory. Give me a sec. Okay, there are a series of tropes in play here that when combined are weird. So the first is the depraved homosexual trope. This is a pretty common one. It's the equivalent of the psycho lesbian. Similar things like that. He's an evil guy who is gay, or better yet, is evil because he's gay. And even better, the gayness is the evil, or the homosexuality is the bad juju that we don't want. And that's clearly the context of this sequence. Ishiki has been approached by a dude named Chihiro, and the initial confusion is that he presents this as like, oh, I've been confessed to and it's bad, but we don't know why it's bad until we are left to draw our own conclusions from the fact that it's a guy. What's the conclusion here? The conclusion is that Ishiki is now in an unwilling relationship with a semi-depraved homosexual partner who is forcing himself upon Ishiki frequently. Okay. Tropes in play here. One, the fact that the joke is Chihiro is a dude, there's a problem there. Second, the fact that guys getting raped is funny isn't fucking funny. It isn't. And there's a large and well-written trope page for this called Double Standard, Rape, Male on Male. A man raping someone is almost always depicted as a horrible thing and the source of much drama, unless the rapist's victim is another man, in which case it's commonly dismissed, ignored, or even played for laughs. It doesn't matter if it's through force, deception, coercion, or drugs. Male-on-male rape is almost always an object of derision against the victim. Things that would not even be remotely acceptable are now fair game. Rape presented as somehow fundamentally different just by changing the genders from real male-on-female rape to false male-on-male rape. That's multiple double standards at work here, of course. One being that all men are perverts, so of course they'd be down for it, even if that's not the sexuality to which they adhere. The other is that men are meant to be physically strong, so haha, it's emasculating for one man to be fucked by another, especially if he's unwilling. So he's weak and unmanly and comically pathetic and must deserve it. All of these are bad. All of these are, in the strongest sense of the word, morally bad to put in media because they're wrong, moralistically, not okay. There is an ought here. This kind of material ought not appear in media. Not media that is intending to have a message, which this is, and intending to have a message specifically aimed toward people in the formative years of their lives and the formative years of their relationship building and sexuality. Like, what does this say to people watching this show? It's not good. Especially, like, imagine a 13-year-old, 14-year-old watching this who's maybe questioning their sexuality. Like, this doesn't come across super well. It's not good. It's not good. And it's worse. It's worse than that. As soon as Chihiro actually arrives on scene, we get this complete persona change from Ishiki. And obviously the joke here is that he's immediately, once Chihiro is on scene, he embodies the uke and Chihiro embodies the seme. Chihiro is taller and bigger than him and good looking and masculine, and the moment that he appears, our uke Ishiki is fucking blushing and speaking in a higher voice and being very meek. This is fucky.
Chihiro.
Now we get the funny reactions from Yuta, which are funny. They don't fit the context of the conversation. We hit the shabba-dabba-dabba-da-ba-ba, because it's a joke. And Ishiki's voice changes completely. Chihiro.
赤い糸で結ばれているんだよ。
So this is okay because it's guys, and therefore funny. And then this is just the icing on the cake. Men, flowers, fall.
幸せにな。
That's text. So logistically, we reconnected with a good friend of ours, Ishiki. Yuta, we reconnected with a good friend of ours, Ishiki. We're hanging out. We happen to have a moment alone, and he chooses to confess to us a genuinely serious and difficult thing that he's dealing with at the moment. We laugh, make some funny faces at him, and then leave him to be groped and then presumably raped by the man who is forcing himself on Ishiki, because we're such a good friend. Okay. Look, I know that I'm dwelling on this a lot more than it needs to. It needs to be dwelled upon. It's one scene with one tasteless joke. That's not the worst thing in the world. It's not world-ending or anything, but it definitely colored my perception of the rest of the episode. Because what? Like, this isn't something that KyoAni does, really. They don't fuck up like this. Can you imagine this airing today on an anime? I mean, you can have your own thoughts about the anime Twitter community and all that jazz, but Jesus, this wouldn't go over well at all. Hell, it might not have gone over very well when it first aired, but if this were coming out now, oh, macaroni. Double whammy with the kind of gay panicky sort of thing going on here, and then the bait and switchy thing going on over here. This is wonk. What's so crazy to me is that pretty much everything else in between within the episode is a lot of fun. Some good moments with Deko and Nibutani being themselves. Some of the stuff that I was kind of looking forward to in what I was expecting from a finale episode, which is just getting to see our characters be themselves and be cool. I liked that. I also liked some of the conversations that Yuta and Rika had with each other. I think that those were solid. I think that the conclusions that they come to leading up into the bait and switch are really good, and the scenes that lead up into this are fantastic. We reaffirmed that we need to move at our own pace and don't have to rush, but also choose to move forward and recognize that we are changing in little ways, and that's enough. And that's okay. Before we're rudely interrupted and then told, haha, fuck you, you don't get that. Ugh. Man. This is the strangest feeling for an episode that I've had in a long time, because I like parts of it. I really think that episode 11 is a better finale, still. But I do like parts of episode 12. What would I have done different? I would have done the festival. The festival would have been fun, and just fun, and that's it. That would have been all I needed. Or just not bait and switched it. Really, if we just end after they do the cheek kisses, and they go like, yeah, we're all right with this. This is cool. And then we get the call, and it's like, oh shit. Honestly, hey, here's how we rewrite this sequence. Boom. There we go. Brilliant. I got it. It's perfect. All right. So, Rika and Yuta, they're chatting it up. They exchange these kisses on the cheek. Then they look at each other. Nope, no, she doesn't close her eyes there. She looks up, looks straight at Yuta, and goes, "This really is all that I wanted." And he goes, "I know. and then they hug again. And then the phone rings, not interrupting anything. They are perfectly content with the state of their relationship. The phone rings, we talk to Yumeha. She goes, oh my god, cats, babies. And we're like, oh shit, cats, babies, cool. Then the other characters come out of the woodwork and go, hey, audience here, we were waiting for some shit. What are you doing? Come on, you've got a duty to us. You're supposed to do the thing. And then Rika and Yuta just look at each other knowingly. That's it. They just look at each other knowingly and go, and leave. Now that's perfect, right? That works, doesn't it? Because now we're not bait and switching the audience. We're not bait and switching our main characters. What we're doing is we're explaining to the audience how they should feel about this, effectively, right? Hey, Rika and Yuta are good with not being forced to move at a rate faster than they want to move. They have reached a point that they are content with. Other characters who've been pushing them on feel like come on, you need to do it. But they don't. Thus, neither should we as the audience. Thus, we can feel okay with this. Thus, we can feel content. Thus, we can feel like we reached a point that our characters wanted to reach. Where does the problem occur? The problem occurs because our characters want to kiss each other, and they don't get to on screen. They want to. That's what this moment is. This is choosing it. This is, yes, we're ready. If they didn't reach this point, there would be no problem. Right? Right? If we didn't reach this point, if we just hit a point where they're like, yeah, we're good. We are solid. We're going to move at our own pace. And then we instead have Nibutani, not the voice of us, really, but like the heckler that we get to be like, no, it's good. We understand. We get it. Rika and Yuta are good. Stop it, Nibutani. That's what we want to feel, right? We want to feel like our characters are doing what they need to be doing. We want to be like, yeah, we got it. No, Nibutani, in this case, you do not understand. Let them do this at their own pace. That would be great. That would be great. Why can't I have that? That would be good. I don't know. Oh, another thought. Does Shichimiya's presence in the story change the events of this episode in any way, shape, or form? This is the same struggle they were having without Shichimiya. She's just filler. Right? Like, even the I want to go to a higher level of contract because I have now reawakened the dark flame dragon master bullshit doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. She already wanted to go to a higher level of contract with him. That was already the status quo. So shit. It's like this season feels like say we had one blob of blue silly putty that was the core story of Chuunibyou, the story that we've been dealing with since season 1. And it's getting kind of old, silly putty wise. It's not as sticky as it used to be. So we like pull out half of it and throw that away. Then we go buy another silly putty. We buy like a yellow one, and that's gonna be our new story for season 2. And oh shit, there's not enough room for both. So we take half of that yellow one, we pull it out and we throw it away. And we take the yellow half that we still have and the blue half that we had from before, and we just sort of just sort of smush them together. And what we get is one thing that's as much stuff as a normal single silly putty, but there's like a clear seam down the middle where the yellow part is and the blue part is, and the two parts don't really stick together all that well because the one part is kind of dusty, you know, it's not as sticky as it used to be. And the other one's new, so there's kind of like this dividing line, and you can kind of peel them apart if you want to, or stick them back together. And if you look at it, you know, in the dark, it kind of looks like one cohesive ball of silly putty, but as soon as you start to shine any light on it, you can really see that there's this seam in it, and it's kind of gross. And it doesn't really work together very well. It's not super pretty. That's how I feel about Chuunibyou Season 2. It feels like somebody took the took the half of the core story that was set up of Chuunibyou, the Rika Yuta core stuff, and only half of it, and then took half of another fleshed out story with Yuta and Shichimiya and their deal, and then just sort of smushed them together and didn't really bother, like, pushing the lines together a lot and really making them blend. It just feels a little, what? A little amalgamy. Okay. So, this is maybe to be expected. As we're going along these KyoAni shows, they're going to decrease in general reception. I don't really know how to say it, like rating or not quality exactly, but general reception. The more popular shows that more people have seen are going to be the ones that win the votes first, and the less popular shows that less people have seen or people don't really want to go and revisit are the ones that are going to come later in the polls. And that's okay. I would say that on the whole, Chuunibyou is weaker than any of the other KyoAni shows that we've watched so far. It doesn't do comedy as well as any of the other ones. It doesn't do its drama as well as the dramatic ones. It's just not as good. It's still really good. But there are some flubs and weird mix-ups in the writing that kind of leave me with a bit of a sour taste in my mouth after Chuunibyou. I don't dislike the show, and I do really like some of the characters. Nibutani is a standout character, I think, as is Dekamori, I would say. Yuta's a bit of a pretty standard protagonisty boy, not super special. Rika is a fun love interest for a sort of goth loli chuuni girl. She's cute and fun, and I like her. I like her okay. Queen is wonderful, and I love her. And those are the characters that really, like, that hold this shit together for me. Yuta's meh. Shichimiya's meh. I mean, super meh on Shichimiya. Ishiki's barely around. And that's enough. That's enough. That's definitely enough to put this show at, like, an 8, I think. I'll have to go and look at what I've rated other KyoAni shows, and I might have to rearrange things so that there's some kind of a like spectrum of ratings, so that I can somehow demonstrate that like I think Chuunibyou is better than most shows made by most studios, but I don't think it's better than most of the shows that I've seen out of KyoAni. It's a tough thing to try and express. I don't know. All right, I feel like I'm hitting rambling point. I probably hit it 20 minutes ago, but sorry, bear with me. I'm hitting the rambling point. I think I've conveyed how I feel about this episode and the majority of the season pretty well. I probably could do a lot better if I were to go back through it and really think about it and try and get my words together, but as things stand, I'm okay with leaving it here. Chuunibyou, it was a fun ride. I'll phrase it in the positive. I have absolutely enjoyed myself. I was going to say, like, I haven't not enjoyed myself and realized that would be bad. I have absolutely enjoyed myself with this show. The side characters are really what makes it for me, and just the general production quality that KyoAni continues to be able to bring to bear. Stuff like the OP and those gorgeous rotating shots and the big bombastic fight scenes, especially the one in episode 11, that one was really cool. Those are all wonderful, and they do a lot. Plus the excellent character animation, and nobody does a crying scene quite like KyoAni, and some of the moments with Shichimiya and Yuta running really spoke volumes, I would say. Plus, just environment and syncing with the music and making everything work. There aren't that many studios that consistently put out as high a level of general, like, intersectional quality where the background art and the lighting and the color design and the animation itself and the key animation and the character animation and the action animation, the effects animation and the editing and the music and the voice acting all really meld. And I think that despite its flaws that I see on maybe the writing front, I think that all of those elements are still present in Chuunibyou as much as almost any other KyoAni show. They're solid. There are very few shows that are as thoroughly right, just in terms of everything being correct, there's There's never a shot that holds too long. There's never a cut that doesn't make sense. I never have moments when I'm watching a KyoAni show where I go, wait, what was that? Which I do have in other shows. I mean, if you're watching Natsume, you saw it just last week. We had this moment where I was like, whoa, what was that? What was that shitty cut? Why was that there? And then there was another one in the same episode where it wasn't even a bad cut. It was just like a weird movement of the camera that shouldn't have been happening in that scene, right? Those little things are there. One of the joys of watching a KyoAni show for me is being pretty damn confident that I'm not going to see anything like that. That I will just be able to be immersed in the experience without the feeling of like, oh, something might go wrong. Now, unfortunately, I've gone into these last couple episodes of this show kind of expecting something to go wrong just because of the show's propensity for the bait and switch on the kiss. And unfortunately, I'm fucking right about it, and I'm really sad to be. I talked through a way that I think that this could have been written a lot better. Let me know what you think about that. I don't know. It's not like we can go and change it, but if you want to headcanonify it, you can. I talked through a way that I think it could have been done better. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Do I think it truly and completely ruins all of Chuunibyou forever? No, not really. No. It's fine. It really does annoy me, though. Okay. All in all, a great show with a couple of blemishes. It's got some ugly pimples. But great bone structure. I mean, look at it. It's got great bone structure. It's beautiful. Look at that hair. Okay, I'm done. You know what I mean, though. It's a beautiful show with some blemishes. It's not flawless. It's used. Renewed. In warehouse. Okay. All right. I've been Teeaboo. This has been the finale of Love, Chuunibyou, and Other Delusions. There is still an OVA, which I'll probably watch for funsies upcoming, but we'll see. And then we have some other KyoAni shows to watch. I might just not poll for this one because there are going to be a couple more polls going on this week for Thursday, I think, and Friday. Shit, both. Okay, yeah, there are going to be a couple more polls going on this week. So I might just go with whatever had the most votes in the previous poll, which I think was Kyokai no Kanata. Let me just check so that I don't misinform you here. Smashing Legendary Manly poll, Biggest Loser poll, there it is. KyoAni again. So Chuunibyou has 169 votes, Tamako Market plus Love Story has 149, Kyokai no Kanata has 116, and Amagi Brilliant Park has 109. So I guess it looks like it will be Tamako next. I'm excited for that. I think that should be fun. We'll do the whole spiel and the research and stuff later, but I remember there being some cool staffers on Tamako. So that's exciting. That's very cool. Oh, shit. I didn't even look up the shit for this episode. Hold on. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, there is one little wrinkle about the production for episode 12 that is interesting. So the series director, Tatsuya Ishihara, he directed the OP. He storyboarded the OP, episodes 1 and 2, and episode 12. He directed the OP and episode 1. So episodes 2 and 12 were directed by someone else, but storyboarded by Tatsuya Ishihara. 12 was directed by Noriyuki Kitanohara, who also directed episode 6. Which episode was 6? Let me just refresh my memories. It's the one where we go on the school trip. Is this where we bait and switch at the end? Holy fuck! It is. What the hell? Okay. Coincidence or no? Noriyuki Kitanohara storyboarded and directed 2 episodes of Love, Chuunibyou, and Other Delusions Ren. Episode 6 and episode 12. In episode 6, Rika and Yuta come very close to kissing and are then interrupted. But then have a fairly wholesome moment with the cheek kiss afterward. In episode 12, Rika and Yuta come very close to kissing and then are interrupted. but then have a kind of a wholesome moment after it. Okay. I'm not one to point fingers, but it was you! It was you! It's your fault, Noriyuki. It's all your fault. You ruined everything. Not really. Not really. Okay, I do think that's interesting. I don't know if it actually means anything, but I do think it's interesting. Alright, let's actually wrap now. Me Teeaboo, this Chuunibyou. Pleasant, blemished, pleasant. Hope you enjoyed it as much or more than I did. If you don't care about the gripes, then this was probably a wonderful finale for you, and I'm sorry if I degraded in any way with my own ridiculous hatred of certain things in media. Sorry. Really, I am. I don't want to harm other people's experience of media. All I want to do is improve it if possible. Okay. It was good. Peace.